I might actually repurchase a lot of those bags because I think I might have worn them a bit too much over this summer. Hi friends, and welcome to another video. First of all, what do you think of this setting? I'm trying to find different spots in my walk-in wardrobe where to actually film, because the way the windows are placed and where I have this big white wall of a wardrobe, it's kind of like difficult to manage different spots to kind of light them well and that everything looks okay. But I do not want to film at the same location all the time because that will be kind of boring in the next video. So I'm trying to kind of switch it around. So next to me, I have a not real orchid because I gave up. I tried for years to kind of grow ones, and because of my hectic schedule, I keep forgetting to do something with it. So I just went. And of course, you know this fragrance bottle. I talked about it in the previous video. So it kind of feels like the orchid actually gives smell because this smells really nice. So in Europe, the summer is now coming to an end. As you know, we are now in the middle of September, and I wanted to kind of see which bags and shoes did I actually wear the most, especially shoes wise, because I do have a lot of shoes. It's kind of like an indicator which kind of styles I should go forward buying for the summer season. Granted, this summer was not exactly typical summer. We had a lot of rain, and when there wasn't rain, it was like 40 degrees Celsius. So it was really difficult to wear anything apart from linen because you would burn in your clothes because it was just too hot and humid, and we are not used to that kind of climate. So it was a tricky summer, but still I managed to do like a cross section of what I actually wore the most, and I'm gonna start with bags. I'm usually all about colors, you know me, but during the summer I stay away from black bags unless it's like a little evening clutch and I need it for a specific outfit. Otherwise I kind of steer towards any color as long as it's not black. And one of the definitely most worn bags of the summer, not just this summer but every summer, is Mini Lady Dior. This one has a chain strap, so it looks pretty delicate with that strap, but you can remove it or just put it inside the bag and just carry it like this. If you have an outfit that the chains doesn't really go with, which is maybe a bit more leisurely, but this bag actually goes with anything, and I love the color. If you remember when this bag came out, they did it in two variations of color. One was this nude pink, the other one was like more nude brown, let's say, less pink, and I wanted actually the other one, but I couldn't find it. It was sold out everywhere. So I got the pink version, and I have to say I'm not sorry because it does go with so many outfits, and I have been wearing it at least twice a week throughout the summer. One of my summer staples every summer, not just this one, is also this Chanel lunchbox bag. I don't think it's actually called lunchbox, I'm not sure, but it is a lunchbox. This is quite old, you know, it came out years ago, and I think I bought it when it was like in the second or third season, I'm not sure, but I know I have it for quite a while. But I usually wear it mostly during the summer. I would wear it usually during the winter when I have my pink winter coat, and this really goes nice with that coat. But apart from that one coat, I usually just wear it during the summer. It is a bit of a Tetris system because it has two pockets inside and you have to kind of maneuver your things, but style-wise it's actually a very versatile bag for summer outfits. This next bag will prove my point from a video a while ago when I said that if you don't wear certain items enough during the year, that means you don't have proper outfits to wear it with. Because this bag was actually in my video of the bags that I don't use that much, my designer bags. I'm gonna link it up here if you haven't seen it. And oh my, how times have changed, because I have bought a lot of outfits, especially in the different colors of green. Now I have more options where to wear this bag with. I have been wearing it throughout the summer. I think I wore this bag more this summer than altogether of the years that I have it. So it's all about what outfits you have and how to combine, how to style the bag you have. So I'm glad. I mean, I was pretty sure I'm not gonna sell it because I know it's pretty rare and it's quite hard to get. At least I haven't seen any of the pre-loved site yet. But if you're not wearing it, why have it on your shelf, right? But I kind of had the feeling, no, I will wear it. I will find outfits to go with it. And this year I make this happen. and this bag was with me a lot during this summer. I'm gonna stay with colors, and the next bag I already predicted when I bought it that I'm gonna be wearing it a lot, and this is actually a Pinko bag. This one is Puff Bag, Love Puff Bag Mini, and even though it's called mini, it's actually quite big, but because the way it's designed, it has really oh, I still have things in there. I forgot that I wore this bag yesterday. So even the compartments are actually made puffy inside. So even though the bag is big, you cannot really fit that much. And I already talked about this part here, that it's like magnetic closure, so it closes on its own. So you always have to kind of open it and trying to pull things out, which is hard to do with one hand if your other hand is carrying stuff. But I kind of don't care about that anymore, because this bag is just lovely. It's soft, it's really squishy. I love playing with it. I love the chain on this bag. It looks kind of like vintage, and it's a proper chain. It doesn't feel like plastic. So this is definitely one of my favorites of this summer, and yeah, still looking good. You cannot have summer without a raffia bag, right? So I was debating which brand to actually get this year, because I didn't have any of this type of bags, because I just didn't like any of the ones that were available. And then I found this one is by Karl Lagerfeld. It was again a bag that I kind of knew that I'm going to be wearing a lot, but I think I was surprised of how many times I actually did wear it, because I was figuring, okay, I'm going to wear it with like maxi dresses or like with linen pants and joggers and stuff like that, because it is a bit more let's say leisurely than it is elegant. But I was wrong. It actually goes with dresses as well. So that was definitely a good purchase. This is this season, so I'm sure it's still available somewhere. It comes in two sizes. You have this one is small, and then you have a bigger one. I'm not sure how much bigger it is, because I haven't seen it in person, but I would assume it's much bigger than this. I think I went for the right size for my needs, for what I usually carry in my bags, because when I have to take my laptop or my iPad or any of the bigger items, I have special bags for that, to carry that. So I don't really want daily bags to be too big, at least not all of them. I want, like, you know, different sizes obviously, and this one I think actually was the perfect size for me. I don't see any like actual damage, even though this is quite soft, and I was a bit worried if I will be, you know, putting it down on different surfaces that it might scratch or torn. But the only damage that I can actually see there, so one of the strands kind of broke loose, but it doesn't look anything major. I think this can be easily fixed. But apart from that, yeah, it's still looking good. If you watched any of my previous summer videos, you're gonna know which bag is next. You probably might be wondering why I haven't shown it yet. And this, of course, is my little Pinko white bag. This bag is... You know what's funny? This bag was like, let me think. I think I got it on sale actually. So it was like under 200 euros. It was like 3 years ago, I think now, or 2.5. So I'm pretty sure now it's more than that, but it's still, I would be surprised if it's over 300. It's just so perfect that I actually reach for this bag more than I do for my Chanel's and Dior's during the summertime. My next bag actually is very similar type of Dior bag. And the only reason I actually reach for the other one is because it's bigger. So when I have to fit more things that not gonna fit in this one, then I take this one. So as you can see, it's quite a difference in size. So I still love this bag as well. I have worn it a lot also during the summer, but if I didn't have to carry too many things, I would reach for this one. So that tells you something, that even though I adore this bag, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it and I enjoy wearing it all the time, I prefer this one. The main reason why I actually love this bag so much is the chain, because the bag as it is, if you take the chain away, I mean, it's cute, it's lovely. I love that this is white as well. The chain is removable as well, so if you want to just carry it like this, you can. But for me, the main reason why this bag is so amazing is actually the chain. And this chain is really heavy. It's proper metal. It doesn't feel cheap or plasticky or anything. So this bag is I think it's one of the nicest surprise I had from buying things that I wasn't sure how they're gonna hold up. So I have been using this bag for 3 seasons now. I have to check, but I think it is 3 summers now. And it does get dirty a bit, obviously, because it's a white bag. So I just take a leather cleaner and a microfiber cloth and clean it. Mostly the problem is here because you're holding it with your hands. But for this bag, I don't really want to use a twilly because it would just ruin the look. So I'm kind of made my peace with it that I'm gonna have to clean it more often, just making sure that the oils and, you know, whatever we have on our hands doesn't really sink into the leather, because then we are in trouble. But if you kind of clean it regularly, it should be okay. And this one looks fine. So I don't want this video to be like 3 hours long, so I'm gonna just show you 3 pairs of shoes that were on my feet most of the time during the summer. Of course, there were occasional variation, but these 3 definitely win. The first ones are Jimmy Choo platforms. These are called Dakota 120. You can have them in many different colors, and this year's model is like off-white color as well as this nude, and they have like pearls on the side. I like how they look with pearls, but I'm not sure I would buy that because I do drive in this as well, and I'm pretty sure with the pearls, it doesn't matter how well they are put in there, they're gonna fall off while, you know, you're driving and rubbing everything. If you have that pair with pearls, let me know if they are falling out or not. I bought this in 2020, first half of 2020, because I remember we were still in lockdown when they arrived, and I was so sad because they were so lovely and I couldn't go anywhere. So I was just wearing them around the house. These ones are really different from the usual platforms because if you can see from the bottom, they're really narrow here, so that makes it less clunky when you're walking around with them. It's not, you know, it's not a soft shoe, it's a platform. We all know that this can be heavy shoes and it can make heavy noises, but this one for platforms are actually pretty good. These are on my feet practically daily during the summer. The winner of Stiletto Heel of Summer 2023 is, of course, Gianvito Rossi. Manhattan sandal, you know it, it's been around for ages, but the reason why I actually love this pair so much is not the style. I mean, the style is fine, it's, you know, we love the style, but it's actually the colors. When I got this, I was thinking, okay, orange and fuchsia, I'm not sure if I will be able to wear this with anything other than black and whites. Boy, was I wrong. This go with so many different colors. I'm always amazed when I'm putting an outfit together and I'm deciding which shoes to take, and I go for other colors, and then it's like, okay, maybe this will actually fit. Even with green dresses, this looked amazing. The only thing you have to be kind of mindful of is which bag you pair it with. I mean, there's no problem if you have this with greens, but the bag should be one of those 2 colors. Otherwise, it's just a bit too much colors. But it worked like a charm. I mean, whenever it was not too hot for stiletto heels, because I'm not wearing this kind of shoes when it's like 38 degrees Celsius outside. Whenever it was like possible, I was actually in these, and I think these are for sure my favorite summer high heel sandals. I'm gonna finish this video with a surprise find. Zara shoes. All right, hear me out. You've seen them in previous video. These are Zara Plexi Mules. I mean, most of us love Zara. We shop there all the time, but I don't usually shop in Zara for shoes. I had maybe like 1 pair of sandals years ago for a studio and it was okay, but you know, I'm used to Gianvito Rossi and designer shoes, which feel very different on your feet than cheaper shoes. So I don't even look at their style in Zara. For me, Zara is not for shoes. I will go for like shirts and t-shirts and dresses, but not actual shoes. But with Plexi, it was like, okay, I think I needed a Plexi Mule or Plexi summer shoe, because the Gianvito Rossi Plexi shoes are not very good for summer because it's just too hot. And I knew that I'm not gonna wear this a lot, so it didn't make sense to actually buy an expensive designer shoe. These were like 35 euro, I think. And I was thinking, okay, even if they're horrible for the like 3 days in the summer that I'm gonna need them, they're gonna be fine. They killed my feet the first 2 days I wore them, because this part here, this edge is so hard. I mean, after wearing this for 2 days, I had to have like sneakers and closed shoes, because my feet were actually injured from this shoe from here. But after 2 days, when I broke them in, now they're fine. Now I can actually walk in this all day without the problem. This edge is not a problem at all, but this down here was a problem. So if you're gonna get this, let me know if you have the same problem, and you know, be just mindful that this will rub you. They stay on your feet pretty good. They are not moving. I was afraid that they're going to be slippery and falling off. No, they actually stay on your feet all day, which was a nice surprise. It has a bit of a padding in there as well. It's not very noticeable, but you know, you can feel it with your fingers that there is actually something there. So thanks for sticking with me until the end. Give me a little wink wink in the comments if you are still here. Have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.